What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. All right, it is the 21st day of August, and here we are sitting at about 13.8 cents right now. We got about 23 hours and 14 minutes left in this new day. Having a nice recovery off of yesterday's lows, or I guess even today's lows, yeah. 6.7% to the upside. Not a bad look. A lot of cryptos all over the board are looking like we found support and that we are ready to move up higher. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was it for Cookie. We don't have to move higher from here. We absolutely could go lower, but I think that's it, man. I don't think, again, I was saying I don't think we go too much below 13 cents, and we went just barely below 13 cents. I think I even said I wouldn't expect prices below 13 cents, but we went a little bit below there. Who cares? It's really not a big deal. We're set up to do this nice little W shape. And I have to be honest, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I was thinking about buying 3 cryptos today, and Cookie was one of them. I ended up buying Onyx coin. I can't help myself, man. You would think that I'd have my hand stuck in the Cookie jar, but and Cookie, I could definitely use more Cookie, but it was between Cookie, Onyx coin, and Bitcoin Cash. Um, you know, Onyx coin, I'm convicted in, and I have a lot of conviction for, and I believe that it's going to move up dramatically in a short amount of time. I actually think that it'll outperform Cookie on this next rally. Cookie, I think, will outperform Onyx coin between now and the end of the cycle. And Bitcoin Cash, I think, will outperform both of them over the next 10 years. So it was like, what play do I want to go with? And ultimately, I went with the one that I think is going to make the most money in the shortest amount of time. But that could be Cookie. I might be underestimating this thing, and we're going to go over that in a second. I want to look at the 1 hour time frame first. This W formation is very powerful, and I think that we've got a lot of good things to say about that. But once the 1 hour loads, it's loading. It's taking time. During moments like this, I really like to take the time to reflect. Time to reflect on the things in life that you really should think about more often. Things like, and it's loaded. Okay, so we're here at about 13.8 cents right now, 1 hour time frame. Looking at this, we've got a bullishly postured RSI. Overall, kind of bearish right here. But you are in a bullish posturing. I like that you rejected the overbought zone and you did not reject in the price. That's kind of nice. Look at this 1 hour. It's kind of starting off on a nice note here. What's Ethereum doing? Where are you at, ETH? 43. Not moving down a little bit to start the day, but that was kind of expected. Okay. TARS had a little bit of a recovery too yesterday. If anybody hears that, hold on. That's just my chair, okay? It's just my chair. I'm not doing anything inappropriate, okay? But the rejection of the overbought zone here, and you didn't reject on the price, I think does look nice, as long as you move up from here, right? If we do move down a little bit, that's okay. Probably pull back to that 13.1 to 13.5 cent area. Nothing too crazy. MACD crossing above the zero, bullish posturing. Stochastics in the overbought zone, bullish posturing. Get your RSI in the overbought zone, and we'll have a trifecta of bullish postures all around, okay? Maybe we consolidate in this area a little bit. After all we did over here, form like a inverse kind of head and shoulders, a reverse sombrero, and then da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da all the way up. We're going to be singing some songs and dancing to mariachi music on the web. I don't even know, is that mariachi? That da 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 da. I don't want to be incorrect, right? And just assume that any Latin music is mariachi, and obviously not any like there's reggaeton, there's other stuff, there's rap, of course, and hip hop even, but I don't know. I don't know what actually makes mariachi, right? It'd be like somebody who's not familiar with American music, with country music. They might think bluegrass or folk music is country music, but it's not. Close. Kind of close with folk, more close with folk, but folk's like that in between of bluegrass and is bluegrass folk even? I don't know, man. I don't even know. I feel like I like folk music. I don't like bluegrass, and I like country, but I don't like country pop. I don't like the new country. When I hear old country, I'm like, what is this? This is good stuff. Like, this is country. I'm like, okay, all right. I thought I didn't like country, but it's just Jason Aldean. I like Jason Aldean as a human, though. I think he seems like a good guy. I don't really know him personally, though. People can seem nicer on cameras than in real life. What am I talking about right now? Why are we talking about this? Cookie DAO on a 4 hour time frame. You do have a downward sloping trend, lower highs, lower lows here in the RSI. Kind of would suggest that we go lower. We're looking for a bit of a difference. Ooh, look at that, though. You did have a higher low here. That's nice. That is a little bit different. Continue to form higher lows. and start to live above the 50, get into the overbought. So we want to see that. Right now, I don't like the RSI. I don't like the stochastics, and I do like the MACD. So that's 2-to-1 bad. I don't like that. But I do have hopes on the 1 hour, and I do have hopes on the daily that we're not going to go too much lower. So, maybe you just look bad right now, but you're about to turn it around. I don't know. You looked bad here, right? You were in your downtrend. You looked bad here, but then you kept moving up. I'm just saying. Daily time frame back out here. Actually, let's go out to the weekly time frame because it's taking so freaking long to load. I keep getting distracted. It's because of these moments of distractions, right? Where I take time to reflect upon some of the most important things in my life. Things that are so important. For instance, so looking at this here, we're at about 13.7 cents right now. 4 days left in the week, a little bit less than 4 days, right? Because we had about 3 days, 23 hours, 22 and a half. It's 22 point whatever hours left in the day. 23 hours and 10 minutes left. Damn it! Why can't I talk? High to low. I would very much expect that we do see prices all the way up at $1.65 to $3.90 from here, something in this area by the end of September, if not October. Okay, Cookie is getting ready to rally. I know there's a lot of despair. There's a lot of discouragement around Cookie right now. People are selling their bags at the lows. That's really smart. The same people that bought their bags at the highs. Granted, up here, I was definitely calling for Cookie to pull back, but I was saying I'm not selling because each step of the way just kept proving me wrong. I didn't think it'd pull back this far, and I didn't think that it'd pull back this long. But it's still the same. It's even more bullish here now than it was back here from a fundamental standpoint. People are aware of it. The tourists have come, they've gone. The weak hands have gotten shaken out. The people who are convicted, who have conviction, who are strong hands, diamond hands, they're the ones stepping in and buying this thing, and it really will be ripping to the upside here pretty damn soon, you guys. And when we stop, it might be at 50 to 63 cents momentarily, but ultimately going into the end of September or October, I think we really will hit this $1.65 to $3.90 area. And this is where I was talking about, deciding between Cookie and Onyx coin. It was not easy because the minimum target here is about a 12x. It's almost a 12x from the current price at 13.7 cents, 12x at $1.65. The maximum target is where it takes over Onyx coin, but that's hard to see, right? Could it go to 390? I think it could. Will it? It could, man. It really could. I mean, it could even go higher, to be completely fair. But that's a 28x. That's a massive amount of growth. I wouldn't be surprised if we got there, but I have more conviction in Onyx coin than I do Cookie. I have all the conviction in the world that Cookie will get up to this area, but I'm thinking more so that it stops probably around like 250 to 260. Okay, something in that zone. I don't really have anything else that I want to say. I just wanted to come on and say, hey, it's been a day since I've talked about Cookie. Everything's fine. We're going to move up. It's going to be a glorious day, week, month ahead of us here. And I got nothing else for you. Oh, look at that. The weekly MACD looks like it wants to bounce off the 0 too. Last time we did that, what did we get? We got a nice little rally here. I think that we're going to get an even nicer littler or bigger rally here. We should be getting overbought with the RSI, getting out of the oversold zone with the stochastics, moving up here, and then, of course, bouncing off of this. That trifecta of just bullish things going on should take us to new all-time highs. I'll see you on the next one. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Take care of yourselves. All right. Bye-bye.